Hello, thank you for coming. This is the third session for 2026, and it is a live recorded session. So I will give myself over to the flow and connect with the I am that I am. Hello, and I say welcome. And I also say this one had hesitation with the connection this morning, but still asked for this connection, and so it is. And I say this in these personal details for your understanding of yourself as a human. For I am connected with you always. Consciously connected is something that you choose with your free will. So your day-to-day living, your human movements, and everything that you do as a human, those things are part of your flow of your personal path. And again, it is your highest self that is walking your personal path. And it is your highest self that I am all that is flowing through. And this one, your highest consciousness, is always that oneness and that beingness with myself. I am that we are. So live your life as a human. Do not try to be someone walking around in a situation of self that you are not. Be you, for it is your personality I flow through. It is your uniqueness that brings you your unique experiences. Just choose highest choices so that those experiences may bring you joy and light and positive abundance. For I am that I am. And when you choose, I am in that choice. But I will not override your free will. So, let us go into the session now. This 2026 is, as I have said, full of experiences coming to each of you on individual levels. There are those that are group, collective, subject matters, shall we say, and situations and systems that are being dealt with your concerns as individuals, your interests. But there are infinite situations going on globally in every cultural, in every society, in every continent of the globe. So each one is in response to and reflecting the culture, the surroundings, and those personal experiences that come to those individual humans that live within those areas, shall we say, and those states, and those communities, and all of those, and their connection with their families, and their friends, and their interconnection with via technology, the internet, so to speak. So all of these experiences will be different and vast. So I tell you, the ones that you are having, you specifically, each individual, will be the ones that you choose to have, that you have created in your reality as a response to a choice you have made that has been offered to you. So understand, you have created that reality through your conscious choices. There are no choices being made now that are not conscious. For whether you choose positive or negative will be a conscious choice. And you will make adjustments in your evolving according to your experiences coming from those choices. So I am with you in all of this. So have no fear of making choices. Have no fear of being yourself and your personality. For that is who you came to be. And it is blessed, that beingness that you are. So there are experiences that will come that are broadened And many people on many continents around the earth will experience those together, so that is that collective consciousness. Example would be exposure to information about UAPs, UFOs, the galactic being, my terrestrial children. They will come in many perspectives. You must ask for the discernment so that you may know and draw to yourself the truth. For there will be many perspectives given that are not the highest perspective. They are created for fear or manipulation. And that should be no more in your reality, your personal experience. So allow the flow to be a positive. Connect consciously with your higher self and ask for that guidance in that information and that connection of truth that you seek, and it will be given. So there is everything that is expanding in all of the systems as we had discussed previously. And I remind you, in all of these systems and each of your experiences within them, let there be no fear. For understand, everything that is happening for that higher purpose, for that highest good. Even in those learning experiences as you are evolving, those come to you as a gift from myself, the I am that I am, and from yourself to yourself, your higher self giving that gift for your evolving. And for many, you're ascending. And for all of you, the ascending in your own time. None of you will be left behind. Those at, say, in the fourth dimension rather than the fifth dimensional vibrational frequency of energy may not go to the new earth this time, but do understand you are so close. Keep evolving. Continue to be your highest self, that you may enfold and experience more and more of your own personal joy and your positive abundance of all that you are becoming. And I remind each of you, the level that you are on of energy, frequency, in this earth experience as a human is not fully your highest self. It is an experience as a human that your higher self has chosen, that you may have these experiences to become consciously aware of who you are through your conscious choice, that you may know that power that has been given, that is sovereign, that is given from the I am that I am, all that is, that your essence is. So you are never disconnected from your highest self, which is of course that I am flowing through your unique self. Each soul is unique and not exactly like another. So precious are you in your individualities. And so vastly, infinitely different are your experiences and how you respond to them. Emotionally, mentally, physically, all of these things. But to know that in all of this journey as a human, you are safe. And you are always enfolded. Your soul is always, always going to be protected and is protected. You may stump your toe on your path on a stone, but it is a temporary thing. So just go forth. Go forth with one of the many facets of unconditional love. That endurance, that bravery, that part of you that says, well, that was just a stone, I stumped my toe, but it's not going to stop my journey. And indeed, it will not. So allow these things to be part of your experience if they are coming to you, and accept them. Accept them as they are, and always you take your next choice in any experience offered to you as a higher choice. And if you are not sure, go into your center. Always go into your heart center, your heart chakra. That is your higher energy source center. And simply ask your higher self for that guidance. And yes, there are those that have spirit guides, angels, guardian angels. All of those things are real and true. But again, they are not you in that sense. They are, of course, part of the all that is that you are, but they will not override your free will in any way, ever. For your free will is that gift to you as an individual soul. So know these things and be in this wisdom and relax and allow the flow of your highest self through this human experience. For that is how it was intended to be in the beginning. All creation is meant for your soul to have the highest experience. This third dimensional reality does offer positive and negative, the light wolf and the dark wolf. And those are given as gifts. Every negative choice is simply that, a choice. And each one has its realities that come with it, shall we say. And nothing is a punishment, ever. It is simply a temporary experience for you to make another choice, another higher choice, as you create your reality and this life that you have chosen to live. So be strong, be brave, be all of the positive facets of unconditional love. And again, I remind you, think of them. All of the facets of unconditional love are all of those positive experiences you will have, and they are infinite. And through infinity, you shall have many of those, if not all of those experiences of your higher self, that you may know yourself in all those experiences. For your creation has been for the joy of the I am that I am, to experience your conscious choice to be your highest self, that I may experience myself through you. And in that oneness is your power and your infinite joy and your beingness. So go forth and be uniquely you. You are safe in all that you experience. Your soul is safe. Now there has begun to come to you information, or available to you, I should say, information on other systems. And again, I say the financial system, which there is change coming in that. And I have touched on it lightly, and I will go into a little bit more detail. But I remind you that I have other channelers, other channeling of information that is specific for these other subject matters. This specific channel of the I am that I am all that is not for all of these details of each of these systems as they evolve and change in response to the collective higher choice and beingness that you are reflecting in those changes. But rather, they are given for you to create in this reality for your human experience. So all of these experiences that come will come in response to those choices. Now there are governments will have their changes, systems that exist within those governments, whether it be for example, conservation of nature and wildlife, and the caring of children, better caring of children even, better caring of ourselves, health, medical, all these details, because these apply to you in this experience, and they change and evolve as you respond to them, so that the 5D frequency of experience will be that new earth, will be those highest responses that you have created, that will become that reality of a 5-dimensional frequency new earth. Those experiences will be on that level at all times because they are that frequency of reality. 3D is 3D, 4D is 4D. Each of them have their own level of frequency, but all of them have that light of the I am. For all of these levels are growing and evolving, and they will all ascend to the next level of 5D experience as humans. And that is the path that you are on now. This 2026 is part of that, shall we say, it is like a pad to jump to the next level, shall we say. So enjoy this creation that you have and prepare yourself for that jump into that reality. For it shall be a physical transition. It will be your human body that goes. And that human body will be vibrating in the 5D frequency, or it will not be in 5D. So you must make those choices that are your higher choices and find your balance within yourself, your inner self, without feeling that you have to change so much and put so much effort into it, but rather allow the flow of the joy that comes through with those positive experiences. Relax and let yourself be that higher self. Do not work so hard to do it, but rather simply choose and ask guidance from your higher self, or your guardian angel, or your spirit guides, or all of those energies have come to you to assist you, as have my galactic children, as you will become into the knowing of them, the accepting of them, and the understanding of the oneness with them. And my benevolent galactic children have come to help you. They have come to guide you. But only when you ask, and only when you're individually ready. For many, many millions are not ready for that introduction, shall we say, yet. But it is not important. It is not the main theme of 2026 or any other future choices. There are many levels of awarenesses to come. And as I said, it will be individual. So some will be interested in that subject matter. Some will be interested in the financials. Some will be interested in the governmental and all of these other. So be in the knowing that all of these changes are coming for your highest good. And relax and let them be. For everything in 3D has now more light. And all of this light is bringing out all of these truths. All, again, I remind you, are the negative energies being revealed that have been embedded for so long, too long. And it is time now for those to end, for that manipulation to end. And it will be, and you will create that change. And for those who steadfastly hold on to that negative, you have more light. And I am with you also. And you will evolve within the energy that you choose. But there is no way now that you will hold anyone back that is choosing that higher light. So I would have those choosing that higher light to understand this. You may have relatives or friends that hold steadfastly into the negative and the judgmental and all of that they have been taught and told that is their truth. They will hold to that. But you have given them more light, and they will have higher choices come to them, and they will evolve and choose in their own time. Love them, allow them their choices, but hold steadfast in your own higher being, for that is where your joy is, and that is where your future experiences are, in that 5-dimensional earth. So I welcome you to this information, as simple as it is. My purpose in this channel is for you to see yourself as that human, to allow yourself in that understanding, and be encouraged and comforted and reassured in your safety of this journey. For it may seem precarious at times when something moves from under you and is not there anymore, and you're so used to it, but you will find that you will have a steadier step there. So be in that faith, be in that assurance. And I say this for many, it has nothing to do with a specific religion, for I am in all of those that light for each. For each will have a beginning in their understanding of something outside themselves. But religion has nothing to do with any of this. It is something that humans have created. But there is light there for some. And there are others who choose not to experience that organizational approach, shall we say, with its many rules, regulations, and limited understandings as it has. But the essence is the light. And in each is a truth. And in each truth, that is a reflection of the light. And you will know the truth within your heart, within your knowing, for you will feel that truth as light, and you will be guided in that you seek and you search, for when you ask, it shall be given. Anything that you need shall be given. And you have that abundance always, on all of your many levels. So your higher evolved frequency beings that you are, whether you be starseed or whether you be light workers or way showers, there are many terms. Be patient with those that are still struggling. Be patient with those who do not choose that higher light at this time. And simply be your highest self and let your highest self flow through with unconditional love. And be there with gentleness and understanding and acceptance, and definitely no judgment. For there should never ever be any. For each of you are one with each other. And it is in that oneness that those will grow into their higher self and become aware. But again, I remind you as I close this session that your higher self is always your higher self, and it cannot be brought down to any level of any lower frequency. It is there. But this 3D frequency for experience has its purpose, and the limitation of much remembrance is for a higher purpose. For many would be distracted from this human path by remembering so much of their higher self and their higher experiences in a higher dimension. So it is important that there not be the remembering of all that is for the human part of you. But your higher self is always, always offering you those guidance in this journey. So I welcome you as my children. And I remind you how precious you are, each of you, on all levels, and that I am always with you. You are always enfolded with that unconditional love that I am. So I close this session now with unconditional love and an embrace of joy and beingness and guidance. So choose your highest self, choose your highest experience, and we are in that oneness of your highest self, and you will feel that joy, and therein will be that healing and that comfort. And I am so, so very proud of you for accepting this journey and being here for all of those in need of light. Thank you.